Hello, my name is Creighton. My student identification number is 62176 and I'm performing practical assessment 6.2.2, surgical preparation and positioning of the patient. So today we do have a cat spay. So this is a feline female removal of the ovaries. She is 8 months old, she weighs 2.75 kilos and she is a ragdoll cross. So once we put her under anaesthetic and her vitals are normal and stable, we are able to start prepping her for surgery. So I'll start off today by clipping her. So we use our surgical clippers. These ones are only used for prepping patients for surgery and they're cleaned after every use. So making sure to keep the clippers flat, going with the fur first, and then I'll go back against the fur to remove as much hair as I can. And being careful also not to nick the nipples or cause any broken skin. So after clipping, the surgical clippers will be cleaned after every use. We'll also vacuum up all the hair that's left on that. Once the animal's been vacuumed, we can then start the scrubbing. So first of all, we do the first scrub, the Chlorohex S, and this is purely just to clean the skin and get all dirt, oils and other organic matter off the skin. So we do a minimum 3 of these scrubs, starting in the middle and working our way out and trying not to put your fingers on the spots where you've already cleaned. And luckily you can see by that she's a fairly clean cat. just going around in the window, working your way from the middle out to the dirty end of the fur. So that's the third scrub, so I might just do one more to make sure that that one is as clean as possible. So I'll just describe to you what I'm doing, just starting from the middle where the incision will be made and just working outwards, making sure not to bring any of the dirt from the outside back into the middle. So once those ones are done, we can then move on to the second scrub, and for that one I will use the gloves. So just getting a pair of regular exam gloves. And also using the cotton buds for those ones as well. So the second scrub is the methylated spirits, and we use that one to get off any remnants from the first scrub and also to prep the skin for the third scrub. So once again, it's just the minimum 3 scrubs for this one, and also working around in the window shape, working from the middle to the outside. And making sure not to touch the animal with the end of the spray tube as well. So third and final scrub for that one, and there is a little bit more stuff on there, so I might just do the one extra with that as well. Okay, so now we're on to the last scrub. This is Chlorohex C. And this is our final scrub to make sure that the skin is as clean as possible. This is our final scrub to make sure that the asepsis is as clean as possible for when the surgery starts. So for this one, I'll grab another pair of gloves just so that I'm not using the same gloves that I used for the metho scrub. And for this scrub, we'll also use sterilised swabs to make sure that it is as clean as possible. On to make sure that I'm not contaminating the sterile gloves. Grabbing the top swab, I'll spray this one in the middle and then fold it over and over again to make sure that I have the corner that hasn't touched anything else and is as clean as possible. And then also spraying the animal. So So starting from the middle once again, where the incision will be made, and slowly working my way out, making sure not to touch the skin with my gloves. And then I will also just do one last scrub with that one just to make sure. And that's the last of the scrubs. So now that she's all scrubbed up, I will just give a last spray of the Chlorohex C just to make sure that she is all clean. And now we can move her into the surgery. So we'll just detach her from everything that she's hooked up to here. Obviously making sure the anaesthetic is off before taking her off the tubing. And then also turning the oxygen off. And then grabbing her from the bottom, making sure that nothing touches that sterilised skin. Not sterilised, sorry. And making our way into the surgery. Then securing her with the sandbags. And then that's right to start the procedure once we've hooked up the anaesthetic and the oxygen.